Karen, good morning. Yo, Becky. I was just reading an email sent to me from, Jeff. I was just reading an email sent to me from Sienna. She lives in Georgia, and she was really sweet. She says she was listening to our live that other morning, and I should ignore the negative comments, and that I should reconsider going live. She thinks I made a hasty decision. I did. Can you imagine? I couldn't stay away from you guys for 3 days, let alone a month. I was going to stay away a month. Anyway, I'm just sitting here looking at emails. Good morning. Did you guys look up NAC? Have you looked it up yet? NAC? I'll read to you what it says on the computer. Okay. N-acetylcysteine, that's what this is. N-acetylcysteine. I take 2 of these in the morning. It's supposed to be an antioxidant. It stabilizes your blood sugar. It reduces inflammation. It may reduce psychiatric and addictive disorders. So if you're a little cuckoo like me, you might want to take some NAC. That's all I'm saying. Do your due diligence. Look up NAC. Think about taking it. If it fits your lifestyle, if you want to feel better and, look better. I'm more worried about feeling better than I am looking better. We're all going to get older, but NAC. Oh, Lord, guys. Good morning, everybody. It is the 10th of July, Friday morning, 7:06 a.m. And we have 21 people on with us already. And it is going to be a great weekend. A lot of good things happening. I don't know what, but I have a feeling good things are happening. Yes, indeed. Sienna, my girlfriend from Georgia, I read your email. You are a sweetheart. Thank you. Roll Tide, Alabama, sir. Are you brothers? No, sir, no relation. Oh, Lisa, Sienna, Gail Ann, Jeff, Tracy Von Brott, our girlfriend in Sleepy Hollow. I don't know where Sienna lives. I don't know where Tracy lives. I forget. I know she's married. I think she's in Texas. But the fact that she appreciates me thinking that she's from Sleepy Hollow, I find that very endearing. I think it's cute. If you know the story of the Headless Horseman, you'll appreciate what I'm saying about her. Oh, Lord. The Von Brott girl. Lisa, Karen, Gail Ann, Rebecca. Good morning. Oh, man, it is a beautiful day out. It's gorgeous outside. I emptied the dishwasher, put the dishes in the sink in the dishwasher for my mom. I folded some of her laundry that she leaves me. She doesn't like folding dish towels and T-shirts and her sleeping shirts. I like folding. So I told you, if I was in jail, I would work in the laundry. But it's beautiful outside. And we're going to go outside a little bit, check the temperature, listen to the birds. I'm going to go in the pool and do some kettlebell exercises. But before I go in the pool, I'm going to do some push-ups and some squats before I get in the water. So, you're making me accountable. There's no hiding. If I have to do something in front of you, obviously I have to do it. So I'm not showing off. I'm fat. I'm overweight. But in the mornings, I feel like it's not like you're going to gain momentum as the day continues. Do you know what I mean? I've always been like that. Hit the ground running. I've always woken up and I don't mind hitting the ground running because I always think you got to put your best foot forward from the start of the day. It's not like you're going to gain momentum. Am I right? I guess some people do gain momentum as the day continues. I'm not one of them. I'm like, Anyway, it's a beautiful sunny day. Oh, those windows need to be washed. Oh. So, anyway, I hope you guys do look up the benefits of NAC. You can order it online. I take 2 tablets in the morning, and here's just a few of the things that NAC does, right? It boosts your glutathione production, which is an antioxidant, and cleanses your liver. It improves fertility in women. We're all too old for that. Most of us are over 60 or over 55 at least. It prevents oxidative damage and improves symptoms of PCOS. I don't know what PCOS is. Post something. Oh, I don't know. It stabilizes your blood sugar. It reduces inflammation. It improves brain health. Who would have thought NAC improves brain health? So anyway, it's 7:10 a.m. Let's go outside in 5 minutes. Does anybody have anything they want to share? Does anybody have anything they want to say? Anything in the news that you want to share that we could discuss? I can tell you that Jared Kushner, that evil pasty prick, him and his wife want to buy that island off of Albania. It's very dark what they want to do. That thing is a military fortress. There's like 3,000 bunkers on that island that are all nuclear, can protect you. Like, it's very dark. I hope our military are good folks that are still in existence arrest them soon. You can't let them on that island. You can't let them on that island. Oh, Karen, Titans, everybody saying good morning. Good morning, everyone. Jacqueline Smith is with us. I love seeing Jacqueline Smith here. Aggie's with us. Good morning, Aggie. We are 30 strong. My mom is up. She doesn't like me to show her first thing in the morning. You know, she's just woke up. She's coming down the Stairmaster. It's kind of humiliating for me to say, hey, Mom, say hi to everybody. But I will tell you, remember I told you my mom will tell me in the morning what we're going to have for dinner? And 70% of the time, it changes. Yesterday, she left for the farmer's market and said we were going to have peppers and onions on when she came home. She never made peppers and onions. She gets you all psyched up, and then she just doesn't do it. Let's go outside. Hans Rensen, good morning, man. Hans is our brother in Denmark. Or he's in the Netherlands. Anyway, Hans is over there in Santa Claus country. God bless Hans. I think he's up in, I think Hans is in Denmark. I want to say Denmark. Chasey Von Brock saying good morning to Aggie. Everyone is here. Karen. I'm going to go outside. Let my mom have to be, you know, sometimes do you like to wake up to somebody all the time? I don't know. I'm happy to wake up and not have to talk to anybody sometimes. I come and talk to you guys. But my mom is up. I'm going to go out in the pool. I'm going to go do my push-ups and squats, and I'm going to go in the pool and cool off. It is muggy and shitty outside. It's very sticky. It's not very pleasant out. It's not a good day. It's very muggy and sticky. You know what I'm saying? Let's go outside. But first, let's say, to all the people that are locked up in our country, we are thinking about you and our hearts are with you. To this evil man and his administration, he has a hell of a nerve calling people scum. He's such a piece of shit himself. And we're going to get through this together, and this guy is going to go away. And everybody that supports him are going to go away. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hi, Jack.
I'm going to go on the deck and do some exercises.
What?
I'm going to go on the deck and do some exercises. See, my mom's making her own coffee. Listen. She likes to grind it. She grinds her own coffee fresh. She is a funny lady. I bring this shit. I'm trying to do too many things with the phone in my hand. Having a phone in your hand's a pain in the butt. Oh, shit. I bought this years ago. It's called a bug assault. It's to shoot flies, and you fill this gun with salt, and you can kill the flies. You know, so I thought we'd shoot some flies later. Know what happened. Sorry. All right. Let's put the umbrellas up, and then I'm gonna do some exercises on the deck, and then I'm gonna hop in the pool. Damn, sorry about that sound. It needs DW40. So we'll put the umbrellas up. I'm going to do some exercises, and we'll go in the pool and we'll do some kettlebell stuff. Yes, yes. Fuck. Damn it. Fucking thing. All right. Let me say good morning to everybody before I start, because I'm going to break a little sweat and I need to get a little warmed up. Richard Grund, thank you for making me stay on point. Let me go up and see what the temperature is. I'm such a blockhead. I was like, see what happens when you try doing too many things? Let's see what the temperature is, my family. I guess you can't see it that way. Let me turn around and then I'll flip the camera. $86 degrees, correct? 86 degrees here in South Jersey. All right. I'm only going to do... I was looking at this thing. It said, when you're doing exercises without weights and you're using your own body weight, the best exercises to do are push-ups, squats, and we do have weights. You can do some rows, so you want to pull. So those are the three. And then, of course, you can do other exercises. So right now, I'm just going to do some squats. I'm going to do like 15. And I'm not going to go down all the way. I'm just going to go down half, like this. So you go down, you're breathing in when you go down, and you're blowing out. So you're going to breathe in and then blow out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lost it. All right. You figure the biggest muscles you have in your body are your thighs, right? Because the biggest bone you have in your body is your femur. So you got to keep your thighs in shape. And I think during COVID, we're all sitting on our ass so long, you start to lose your muscle mass. So squats are a good thing. All right, I'm going to get on my face and just do 10 push-ups. If you do them every day, hopefully they'll get easier, right? We're starting our mornings correctly. A little cup of coffee. Say good morning to Ma. Do some squats, get down on your face. And then we can hop in the pool and cool off and bullshit. And chit-chat. All right, just 10 good push-ups. That's it. I want to do 10 good push-ups, okay? Just 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a humbling experience. You get older. I used to be able to do 100 push-ups. Now I'm doing 10. So you got to start somewhere, though. Please forgive me. Oh, shit. All right. Let's get our water. Our glasses. Good morning, everybody. Oh, the water feels nice. I got to dry off where I put the phone. Don't want any moisture getting in the phone. All right. So good morning, everybody. Good morning from South Jersey. If you haven't been on this platform before, I'm from South Jersey. I live in my mom and dad's home with my mom. My dad passed away a few years ago. I live in my mom's basement. And she makes great meatloaf. It's just a few squats and some push-ups. See how out of breath you are? Holy shit. So let me start reading your words. I'm just going to show you where I am. All right. Okay, in a perfect place to be on the beach. Walking in the beach, swimming, we could have fun. All right, let me say good morning, everybody. Temperature is 86 degrees. That's the last thing I saw that Richard Grudd asked. Good morning, everybody. You guys are talking about Bass Pro Shops. That's so funny. 86 degrees. Diane Ramos says, good morning, Jerry, and all my lovely friends. It's just 4:20 a.m. here. Still waking up, but I'm here. That's so weird, Diane. 4:20, obviously, but I woke up at 4:20 yesterday. Exactly 4:20. What's wrong with Titan Brew's mom? What's wrong with Jeff's mom? Jeff says, thank you, Aggie. My mom is doing very well. She's up and about, walking with her new hip. Jackie's here. Gail Ann says she likes to see the water. She's invited. She's jealous. I don't want you to be jealous. Selene says, did you have peppers yesterday? No. My mom, I told you, she's done this to me my whole life. Hey, guys, I'm good. When you come home from school or for dinner tonight, we're going to have spaghetti and meatballs and garlic bread. And all this day, you're just looking forward to that. Then you come home and there's roast beef. You're like, Jesus. But, it sounds so spoiled. Be happy you have something. But my mom always does that. She gets you pumped up about something, then she'll do the bait and switch. No sausage, peppers, and onions yesterday. I'm hoping she makes them today. Robbie D. Simone says it's 7:27 in Boston, Massachusetts. Gail Ann says it's 5:28 a.m. in Wyoming. Margie wants to know how old Titan Brew's mother is that just had a hip replacement. She's 83. All right. You guys are all here, man. All right. Good morning from South Jersey. We only have 29 people on. That's okay. We are up to 50. But it's morning. Everybody's getting their coffee, making their bed, picking out their clothes, returning emails. What's your routine in the morning? What is your routine in the morning? All right, so we have 40 people on board. Does anybody have anything they want to share? Anything going on out there? Titan Brew's mom, she's healing. She's 83 years old, same as mine. No, my mom's 84 now. So I'm glad Titan Brew's mom is healing. I'm glad he is healing. And everybody's joining us. Here I see from Wyoming to Georgia to Alabama to Florida to Massachusetts. Sweet Heavenly Father, what a beautiful group of people. Robbie D. Simone. I had 2 cups of coffee already. That's plenty for me. Charlie's saying good morning. Charlie is our girlfriend from the Netherlands, and she's saying hello to everybody. Happy birthday, Robbie. Shanae likes to feed and water the feral cats. The indoor cats, hummingbirds make my coffee. I think I'm doing that backwards. So you make your coffee first. Ronaldo is here from St. Martin. Good morning, Ronaldo. Thank you for joining us from outside the United States. Thank you for joining us. As the sun goes up, the morning sun isn't too offensive. It doesn't really bother you as much. I got the umbrella position so it'll catch the sun as it continues to rise. If my cousin Susan McNellis from upstate New York is watching, Mom and I have been talking about you for the past 2 weeks. Think about you, Susan. I spoke to Uncle Francis this past week. I'll tell you what he shared with me. Susan, Mom wants to know, instead of us going to upstate New York, would you like to take a break, grab India, my cousin's youngest daughter? Would you and India like to spend some time here with Mommy? Use the pool, hang out with Ma, let her cook. She wants to hang out with you in India, and she wants to catch up with you. She has some things she'd like to give you. And if you come down here and spend a few days with her, Mom and I will come up to upstate New York in a few weeks. I told Mom I'd rather go to upstate New York. Honestly, if I'm going to go to upstate New York, I would rather it be in late September. I want to go by West Point, maybe catch a football game. I think traveling in upstate New York in September, late September, is nice. So my cousin Susan usually says she watches us in the morning. She's my Uncle Bobby's daughter. So Susan, call Ma, please. And you and India, come on down here and spend a few days with Ma. She could use some female companionship. All she has is me. Well, she has a girlfriend too, but Mrs. Webb and her only get together once every week or so. I'm using SPF 60 this morning. I've had a history of skin cancer, so I suggest to anybody out there, be liberal with your skincare. Be liberal with that fucking squirrel. He just crawled up my squirrel-proof fucking pole, and he's dry humping, and he's in my plate of food. I could kill him. Look at this shit. Get out of there. Get down. Get down. Get down. Did you see him hop into the tree? I don't hate squirrels. I just don't like them eating the bird food. Bird food is for the birds. Margie said, no, not the pole, Jerry. I have a pole with bird feeders on it, and the pole has a spring that you got to attach, and the spring is supposed to prevent them from These squirrels climb up that fucking pole like it's a ladder. I don't know who designed that squirrel-proof bird feeder, but it doesn't work. Jeez Louise. Anyway, NAC in the morning, Google it. Take some NAC in the morning, NAC, and drink out of copper. Christy's here. Christy's our girlfriend. She goes by Curls, which I think is a cute name. Curlz. Christy's up in Ottawa, Canada. Aggie says, the nerve of those squirrels, those little bastards. Oh. Curls says, why do the birds deserve food but the squirrels don't? Because the squirrels have hands. There's my answer. The squirrels have hands. The birds don't have hands. They gotta go for whatever you give them. The squirrels can be like, because the squirrels have an advantage. That's why. And they're very belligerent. The squirrels. They dry hump they're just all grinding on my bird feeders. I hate it. You know, you treat your bird feeders with love and care, and you fill them with bird food, and then the squirrels go in just like all grinding on them and shit, all sticking their hands in there, messing it up. Just get on my nerves. Dizzy said he knows you're in the pool. That's what they're like, oh, he's in the pool. Let's do whatever we want. Hey, listen, do you guys remember being a little kid? When my mom was on the phone, we always acted out. And then when we heard her talking like she was going to wind down her conversation, we would all shut up. Do you remember being an asshole when your mom was on the phone? Or just, you know. I do. God, that just tells me why my mom used to smack the shit out of us. That's terrible that we used to. She's on the phone. You're like acting stupid, throwing pillows, playing tag, doing shit you wouldn't do. But then your mom's on the phone and you think you can get away with that. And then she hangs up the phone and it's game over. You're like, oh shit, sorry about. Why do you guys always act up when I'm on the phone? Terry, you're the oldest. Why do you? Because we felt free for a moment. We felt free, Cindy. We felt free. When you were on the phone, we felt like we could do what we wanted. Oh, man. Oh, the water feels nice, guys. I think we should have a pool on our compound. Honestly, we're going to have an indoor pool on our compound in North Carolina. Yes, indeed. Gail Ann's talking about her grandchildren that they like music and like to dance. I love seeing kids dance. That's so funny. Yo, you guys as disgusted as me, as I am, that Donald Trump yesterday on TV had the audacity to refer to the negotiators with the Iranians as scum. Talk about the pot calling the kettle black. This guy has abused 11-year-old boys and girls, and he's going to talk about scum? He's ripped off children with cancer, and he's going to talk about scum? He's cheated on all 3 of his wives, and he's going to call other people scum? It's beyond. It's beyond disgusting and hypocritical. It's like, oh my God, this guy, when is he gonna go? When is he gonna go? Hopefully soon. You should see the board of directors on the Jared Kushner. It's called the name of his company. I forget the name of it. So much. So everybody on the board of directors, it's a conflict of interests. They're getting money from the Saudis through Jared Kushner. And these people are supposed to be in charge of policies being implemented and created by the United States of America. They're on Jared Kushner's payroll. So there's a lot of people out there smarter than I and you who are in the FBI and other agencies that I hope are going to nail this shit. Although I did hear the CIA was formed and has a big, strong Israeli influence, which isn't very reassuring. But anyway, let me just keep this upbeat. I'm sorry. Bella Realtor Jackie, my girlfriend down the shore, says, my routine in the morning is texting Margie before I get out of bed. Her and Margie talk. A lot. Aggie says her family is from Skibbereen in County Cork. Aggie's going to Ireland in August. All right, I'm caught up to everybody. I'm caught up with everybody. All right. So, I don't know. I didn't do many triceps yesterday. I'm going to do some of them. Squirrels are my nemesis. They eat my mangoes before I can pick them. Hey, listen. You want to create a good... What is a good stew with squirrels? If I kill any of those squirrels, I will eat them. I want to kill anything that... I did that before in my last house. I had these squirrels on my front porch. They were huge. These squirrels were big. And they were in my rafters, and they were trying to find their way into my house. I had to kill them. I got a large grate, set up a simple trap, and I put food under the trap, and when they were underneath it, I pulled the rope, and boom, they were gone. All right. Let's do some I'm going to do these. If you have a kettlebell, this is only 15 pounds, but this is an exercise that I saw them doing, and I liked it. And since I have a lot of weight that I'm carrying in my gut because I'm fat, I'm going to do this exercise. And all you're doing is switching hands and going around your back and grabbing it behind your back and coming around. And this motion forces you to keep your core straight. And we're just going to do 10 to one side, 10 to the other side, okay? So we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4. You should be sticking your stomach in while doing these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, it's not hard. Now we're going to go to the right. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll do more this afternoon, but that's just a simple exercise for you to know that when you're doing that, you got to stabilize your core, and it's engaging your muscles, and that's part of the secret of becoming toned, which I am not. So let's do some triceps now. Triceps are important. You can have biceps all day, but if you don't have any triceps, you're not much of a threat to anybody. You're really not. So build your triceps up. It's good to have triceps. They represent 2/3 of your upper arm. So elbow pointed toward the ceiling. We're going to breathe in and then blow the weight up. There's this fucking squirrel going up the pole again. Son of a bitch. I can't stand it. I got to sit here and look at him, dry hump my... Oh, I could kill him. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down slow, up fast. Breathe in, blow out. Down slow and up. Breathe in and blow. So let's do 5 more. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Oh. So we did 25 on the right. We'll do 25 on the left. Elbow pointed toward the ceiling, toward the sky. Don't hit yourself in the head. Come down slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my God. I got to remind myself, sometimes you just got to go slower. You don't want to get through the exercise. Bam, 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 bam. Sometimes you got to enjoy the trip, you know? Anyway, I see some people are joining us. I'm going to say good morning to them, and then I'm going to do a few more exercises. Karen's leaving. Take care, everyone. See you in a few days. Karen's leaving. I don't know where she's going, but you guys will tell me. Jersey squirrels are on a whole nother level. He's still up there acting like an asshole. I should get. I need a slingshot. Slingshots are illegal in New Jersey. He's being an asshole. I'll show him to you. If I can, I'll turn the camera around and I'll do one of them. See if you can see him. See him? See the fucker right there? See him? See him up there? See how he's stretching? Little bastard. Look at him. Watch. Look at him. Look at him. Hey! Get down, you little... That's all right. Jerry, you're going to wake up the neighbors because of a squirrel. Anyway, did you see him? I would be hunting squirrels every day if I could. I remember Jack LaLanne. I used to like him. Patricia Williamson said, weekend pool party. Yo, you guys want to come over? Come over. Tish Lee says, this is great, Jerry. You're on Jack LaLanne in the morning. Oh, shit. Oh, Lord. Lisa Max going for a walk. See? So maybe, you know. Hey, listen. When we're all together in North Carolina, we're all living on our property. We want to be healthy when we go into town, yeah? Squirrel eater, let's not go there. Sorry. Patricia Williamson says she's part Irish and part Spanish. And I did see that Titan Brew talked about the squirrels eating his mangoes. Lisa Max says, I wanted to skip my morning walk today, but watching Jerry exercise has motivated me to get dressed, and I'm heading out the door. Even on the side of the pool, right? Like I'm on the side of the pool now. You can come down and go on your toes, and you just come down slow. And blow out. And push yourself away from the pool. But you come down slow, and you're engaging your chest, and then you blow out. We'll just do 7 more of these. Let your chest touch the edge of the pool. Just come down slowly. Stay up on your toes, though. 1, 2. You can feel it in your shoulders, too. 3, 4, 5, 6. Jerry, get your face out of my face. 7. Remember what I told you about shoulders? Yeah, you can have all the arms you want, but if you don't work your shoulders, your your arms can't do what they're supposed to do. So these are not a bad exercise. They're very passive. If you could do them, do these. You're just gonna go in circles, little circles, like this. Little circles, little circles. We're just doing this for 10 seconds. Just breathe. Little circles. And now the little circles are going to get a little bit bigger. So now we're going to go like this. So we're a little bit bigger. There we go. Let's just do 10 seconds. Nice. I can feel it on my right shoulder. I can feel it on my left shoulder. Very important to have good shoulders. All right. Woo. Now let's go backwards. Little circles, just for 10 seconds, just for 10 seconds. Don't forget to breathe. And now we're going to get into bigger circles, just for 10 seconds, just for 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, change directions, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you don't have dumbbells to do military press and just presses, just doing the shoulders like that, no weights, you can feel it. Jeffrey's sharing here. He says, I mistakenly voted for Trump. I consider myself a conservative Republican. We have to hold our officials regardless of party. Jeff, hold your party to a fucking higher standard then, Jeff, regardless of party. I'm so tired of hearing about Biden. Not that you're talking about him, but you're saying regardless of party. Yes, hold your Republicans to a higher standard, will you? Because Donald Trump's getting rid of everybody that would oppose him. This guy has to be taken down now. So... Margie says, can we get floaties for the squirrels? I'm going to put a rock on that fucking squirrel. I'm sorry. I just can't stand them. They scare the birds away. They're so greedy, and all my squirrels are fat. They look just like me. So they got a white belly. Gail Ann says, I got to run for a while, but I'll try to come back. Have a great day, everybody. Gail Ann is in Wyoming. Christy's going to send me some pictures. What did a squirrel ever do to you, Jerry? Eat my bird food and scare my birds away. Bella Reeler says, dude, feed the squirrels and stop being mean. Okay. The squirrels can eat the food too. I'm not happy about the squirrels. I'll let the squirrel thing go. God's creatures. Son of a bitch. The squirrel, all the birds are away. That's all right. Jackie's calling me dude. Dude. Chrissy says you need a bigger feeder. I got 1, 2, 3. I got 4 bird feeders out there. Tight Jeff, there is a slinky. I'm going to go show you this bird. I'm going to get up and show you guys. We have 36 people. Let me get up and walk. Ooh, there's a baby bee. Remember the baby bees I told you about? There's one of them. That thing will sting you. Woo! Baby bees, baby bees will hurt you. This pole does have a slinky on it. Watch. See? Let's just climb right up it. Maybe I need to lower it. Like right here. Put it right here. The bird food's all wet. It was so rainy yesterday. I'm gonna leave that up. I don't care if the squirrels go in there and eat that. My fob needs a new battery. My fob needs a new battery. Oh my gosh. I just filled the. I guess I lost you guys when I was filling the bird feeders. Oh. Oh. I hope some of you guys are happy I fed the squirrels. Oh. 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 Sorry I lost you. Christy called me from Ottawa. Jerry, do you realize we've lost you? I said, Christy, I did not know. She didn't sound like that. Christy's like, did you? You know you're not on. I said, no, I did not know. Patricia Williamson, I wondered what happened. At least you didn't mute us like last time. I'm sorry. My fat fingers touch that. I watch. I don't touch the screen anymore. Can you hear that bird? Is it happy or what? There he is right there. That's a robin. That's a robin sound. All these different sounds. He's singing away. He's right there between the... See right there? That is a robin. So now we know that sound, that's a robin sound. Different frequencies. I don't know. Go ahead. It's pretty. Peppa's showing that her hoo-ha appointment was great. It's free. It's all airy and wonderful. Peppa's funny. The bird's cussing out the squirrels. Oh, here it is right here. My God, it's looking at me. I feel exactly the same way. Yes, that bird food is for you. What is that squirrel thinking? You're correct. He was saying thank you. The robin was saying thank you. You might not have heard it, but I heard it said, thank you, Jerry. Thank you for the bird food, Jer. Thank you, Jerry. Oh my God. You guys, can I just tell you something? You don't know how uplifting it is to see how you guys all chit-chat. It's a very, very refreshing, wonderful feeling to know that people are becoming friends on this platform. Very nice, very nice. Peppa doll is a trip. I love her. If I was a girl, I'd act like Peppa. Peppa goes, that bird is vocal. It was telling us it went to the spa to get its Chitchat refreshed. Oh, Rebecca, you're a trip. I would like to get that done. I really have to. I don't know. The person is going to be traumatized. Do they have this for men? Because I wouldn't mind getting my old little area, attended to. I use my own little Norelco. But it's, guys, it's hard because you got that softness in the certain areas. Peppa says, I have 4 brothers, no sisters. The things I've heard. Oh, snap. Tracy says, I do my own grooming. I think most of us do. I mean, God, talk about like really putting your trust in someone. Like, hey, here I am. Whoop. Dear God. They're like, hey, so happy to have you. Oh, Jesus. It looked like forest. You have a jungle. I got to get assistant. Like 3 assistants come in. Oh, Jesus. You have a little jungle. We will take care of you. No more crazy vines. Oh, sweet Jesus. Here's my little bag. I got my baggie. Clear eye, lighter, sunscreen. I'm such a girl. I'm like I don't like a lot of guys that put stuff in baggies, but I do. Oh, nope, not this guy. Dan says he's not going. His wife loves him just the way he is. Christy says they do, but remember, especially in summer, ingrown hairs are the worst. This is a new trend I saw on TikTok. Letting it grow. I don't know. That's all between you girls. I respect you guys. Whatever you decide to do, I support you. That's a very personal choice. Tracy Von Brott, you're hilarious. Tracy. See a urologist, Jerry. Men would die. It probably was. I bet it is painful. I wouldn't want to get it waxed down there, but I wouldn't mind getting a little shave. I don't know. The things we were discussing. It's just too funny. Oh, and Christy is always the voice of reason. That's why I love her. She's like, they do, but remember, ingrown hairs are the worst. You got those red lumps. Yes, I agree, Christy. It's biologically functional. God wants us to have that hair. Warmth. I don't know. Right? Protection. I don't know. I don't know. You guys are funny. All right, I'm sparking up. It's 1:14. I've been on for 1 hour, 14 minutes, and 53 seconds. I'm going to walk around the pool while I huff and I puff and I blow the stack down. This is my hat for when I'm wearing black. Let's walk around the pool. You guys look at just veg out. You got to make your bed. You got to do some laundry. You got to pack a lunch. You're on the email. We're just going to walk around. still 22 of us, man. You know me, man. I'm not in any rush to go anywhere. You guys want to hang out? Hang out. You got to go do something. I understand. Just, I don't want anyone to be by themselves. Tish Lee says that pool. Yeah, Ma.
You should eat the peaches.
Okay. My mom's throwing me a peach. Today's a better day for farmers market.
Huh?
Today's a better day for farmers market.
It's what?
Today is a better day for farmers market.
It's Friday.
Yeah, they're open on Friday. Thanks, Ma. She just threw me a peach. Ain't she a peach? Titan Bruce says, make sure to thoroughly wash your fruits and veggies before eating. Allegedly, there's an outbreak of psychospora bacteria that's making people sick here in the southeast. I think my mom washed them. I know she washed them. She washes them, Titan. It's an odd-shaped peach, though, isn't it? They're not supposed to have a little... They're supposed to be more round. Nancy says, good morning. What are your plans for this weekend? I don't have any plans. I would love to hop in my car and go visit you guys or go hang out somewhere. I really would. I would meet you guys somewhere. Let me tuck my ears in. Oh, fuck. Did I get this wet? Sweet Jesus. The bird making all the chatter is a robin. Do you hear it? Very talkative. What are your guys' plans for this weekend? Sure. I don't have any plans. And that's okay. I'm waiting for someone to ask me out. Honestly. It's 2026. Women have to be a little bit more assertive. Oh. I'm fine. I'm a homebody. You know, do you have any plans for the weekend? No. The one thing I do have coming up in my area is a farm fair, and it's at the end of July. You guys are going to go with me. I already asked Ma. She said she wants to go with me. I love the farm fair, and I haven't gone in over a decade, probably 20 years. I used to go every summer when you were a kid. You go to the Burlington County Farm Fair, and there's a carnival. They have the 4-H's there. You get to see all the cows and the chickens and the goats and the biggest pigs you'll ever see. They're like the size of a cow. I'm always intrigued by the size of these pigs. Anyway, it's a time when you go to the county fair and you run into people from high school or that know you from somewhere. And so I'm going to do that at the end of this month. I've never been one to have plans every weekend. Like some people like to have plans, and I'm happy to be home in the pool, run to Acme for some food. I love being home. I really do. I love being home. We haven't sang in a while. I haven't sang. I still see Titan Brew's thing here. Why can't I just erase that? Remove. Okay, it's removed. Oh, the Greenhouse Chronicles. What is he? Oh, let's see. My plants were planted on the side. You guys are Margie's busting balls. Christy, I bet she had grown some really tall stuff. This is what my stuff looks like. I got to get out of the pool to show you, but that's all right. I'll show you. I planted my stuff on the side of the deck. That's lettuce that I planted. And that's squash and lettuce. I would starve. I didn't grow shit. I mean, nothing is... I mean, it's there. It's alive, but it's not like you can eat it. Oh. Nancy has a birthday. It's Nancy's birthday. Happy birthday, Nancy. Let's sing happy birthday to Nancy. Let's sing happy birthday to Nancy. She has to... Margie said fertilizer. I know. I don't want to put any chemicals in the... I don't like all that shit. I'm having an evening with my two sons tomorrow. This is Hans talking to us. Margie's probably right. I should put coffee grounds or something. I have eggshells. I'm not big on fertilizer and all that other crap because we have a well under the... I have a well. That's where we get our water. So that's why I don't like dog shit. I don't like people letting the dog shit on my lawn. I don't like chemicals. I don't like pesticides. I don't like fertilizer. None of it. But Margie's a sweetheart. She's saying that my plants obviously need some nutrition. Hans Renson saying, I am having an evening with my two sons tomorrow. We are going to grill burgers and watch football. Norway is playing England. All Scandinavians are cheering for Norway. And we feel Norwegian is on its way. Yo, I'm gonna root for Norway too. Although I do have a friend in England, Karen Harriman, and Joe Ma, two people in England. Norway seems the place to be. I believe that my ancestors are from Norway. My grandmother's maiden name was Haas, Haas, and I think that's Norwegian, right? Danish? I don't know what it is. I was told it is in German. Then I Googled it and it said it has German in it. But the Germans came from Norway, right? Germans have Norwegian heritage, I believe, right? Danish, Finland, Norway. They are the ancestors of the Germans, or vice versa. They must have the same DNA, right? I would think they seem to. Anyway, I love the whole Viking stuff, bro. Congratulations, Hans. It's funny how he just says, we're going to watch football. And he's true. Soccer is truly football because you only use your feet. Curl says, no chemicals, fish emulsion. Listen, my mom grinds her own coffee every morning. I got an endless supply of coffee grounds. And I'll put some, you're supposed to break up some eggshells and sprinkle that in the lawn. I'm not so keen on, I'm not very good at this. I see over, I'm going to show you. See over here, Christy, far side of the lawn, the yard. I want to have terraces on that side with nothing but wildflowers. And in the corner, I'd like to have like a Viking house, like an open shed, with door, in the corner. And then a little stall for some goats and chickens and a bunch of wildflowers. And in the very back of the yard, I'd like to have a camper, an old-fashioned camper, but really nice. And on a concrete slab, I would make it nice and be a camper right in the very back. And I want to keep this open, but I wouldn't mind having a beautiful tree house up there, connected by all the trees. So there you go, tree house, open area, camper, and a Viking house. It's fun to dream, man. If you can kind of visualize things, it's fun in your head, Oh, I'm going to get over and start reading everything. I'm going to start reading everybody's stuff. Look how the copper oxidizes in the pool. Pretty cool, right? So copper is antibacterial, antimicrobial. And that's a good thing. Okay, let me start reading from the top and come on down real fast. Margie says, we can go pick Jerry's lettuce. Although she's making fun of me. Tracy Von Brack says, I have houses to clean, church, then chillin'. Nice, man. Pepe says, yup, like bananas. I'm going to miss cherries and the rest of stone fruits. Oh, when my mom threw me the peach. I love peaches. We eat fresh peaches all summer here in New Jersey. Blueberries, plenty of blueberries. My mom always looked like I hate to say this, but my mom looks like a zombie. She's always eating blueberries and your mouth turns purple. And you're like, you look at her, you're like, oh my God, damn, Ma. Oh, what? What is it? You're like, your mouth is purple. Oh. Of course, oh my God, I don't want to, it's funny. Oh, Lord. Nancy says, Titan, I'm not eating raw fruits and vegetables too. I don't want to get sick. I guess get them frozen vegetables, frozen fruit from a source you can trust? I don't know. My mom doesn't believe me, to soak them in white vinegar diluted with baking soda. That's supposed to be what you're supposed to do. But then you're eating a fruit that was sitting in vinegar and had baking soda on it. It's like, ugh. I mean, I hate where we are in our life, man. This whole fucking everything is so fucked up. That's why we have to have 40 acres and we're going to grow our own peaches and our own plums, our own watermelon, our own pumpkins, our own lettuce, our own cucumbers, our own beets, our own carrots, right? If you grow it yourself, we just got to talk Christy into coming to America when Donald Trump goes away. Christy, can you please come down to North Carolina? She'll pop down with like 3 or 4 of her girlfriends, her kids and everything. Straighten everything up. Jerry, I don't really think you should put this here. I think it should go over there. If I would do it, if it was me, Jerry, I would have the garden there because the sun comes up in the east and those trees right there. Right? Can you imagine us designing a 40-acre place where there's a pavilion, stable, or, stable place for the animals? High roof in there, safe. Everybody gets a little slice. Their little tiny house nation have it very organized. Christy and Jackie are going to write up the leases. You have a 1-year lease. It's only for you and for, everybody who else is going to be in your life. Everybody will decide as a community. We could have a stream running through our property. Pretty view. Access to freshwater lakes. And besides feeding the animals and tending to the garden and just day-to-day life, we could have a whole little laundry center. I would do laundry. Cook. Have an open pavilion, some people hanging out, watching some TV. An open pavilion, with the roof like that. Nice and open. We go into Boone, North Carolina. That's where we do our grocery shopping. They must have some culture in there. It's a college town. So I think it would be neat to be in the mountains of North Carolina near a college town. Asheville's not far away. It's very liberal. The Research Triangle is located in North Carolina, so they got the best medical people. You find a doctor there. Oh, Lord. I'm everywhere, man. I'm thinking about Panama, Scotland, freaking North Carolina. Sweet Jesus. But I'm happy to be here in New Jersey. I'm just daydreaming. We talk about, if you're new to us, we talk about having a community on 40 acres up in the hills of North Carolina. Organized, clean, good, nice. Everybody's kind, supportive. We have a little community that we've established. We'll all figure that shit out. Because who's going to take care of you when you get old? I don't know who's going to take care of me. I have no one to take care of me. I don't want anyone right now to be, I'm just saying. Be nice to be around some friends. We're all at different ages. Everybody's going through different shit. Someone gets sick. We're going to, be there. Let you get old. You're going to pass away. Who's going to take care of your shit? Who's going to take care of you? Who's going to handle your affairs? Who's going to bury your ass? Those are things you think about now. I think about them. It's not a bad thing to think about them either. I have no living will. And life is fragile. I think, any day, any of us could die tomorrow. It's a crazy world. I'm just saying, life is fragile. So, I don't have any affairs in order. I don't have anything in writing. I got to talk to my mom's attorney and see if he'll put something together for me. Do you guys have standing orders with your parents or anyone in your family who's old on how to handle their affairs as far as, getting them cremated or, having a service? Do you guys talk about that? All I know about my mom is that I'm supposed to put her with my dad in Greenwood Cemetery together. That's my standing orders. That's it. That's all I really know. Is it a healthy conversation to have? Do you want a mass? Do you want a particular song sung? Do you want any photos shown? If we do have... My mom wants to be cremated. My dad was cremated. So, They're both going to go in the same walnut box that my dad's currently in, and then I'm supposed to put them up in a Greenwood Cemetery in Brooklyn, New York. That's where all our families are buried up there. Anyway, I like having, listen, I love having, we're on here for 2-3 hours sometimes. We can have these healthy discussions. Let me see what's, I got a lot of things. Power of attorney. Christy says, lay too many funerals to not be aware of it. I love I love manicotti. I love stuffed shells. They're so good. You got to put beef on it though. Sprinkle sausage or something. I know I'm weird, but that's how I like it. Hans says, sorry, I meant to say we're all do alike, all Scandinavians. Well, Scandinavia is a region, right? That's what that means. Scanda. I like looking up the origin of words. I wonder what Scandinavian means, where it comes from. Scanda and Navian. Is a Navian a native? Like, I got to look that up. Jumbo stuffed shells. Who doesn't love that stuff? Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking about a bunch of shit. Did he respond to me? I'm going to read. He's a good guy. Hans is being patient with me because I'm panning. I'm going up. Well, anyway, Jerry, Norway was Danish until 1812 when they gained independence. Okay, Norway was Danish until 1812 when they gained independence. So Norway was once Danish. And then they chose a Danish prince as king. So being Norwegian is a bit Danish. We all do intertwine. Thank you, Hans, for confirming that. That's how I've always felt and known that. I mean, it's so obvious that you look at the guys in the Netherlands, Norway, Finland, Sweden. I bet Norway is beautiful. Out of any place that really intrigues me, I think I would like to go to Norway. It's from what I've, they're rated so high on happiness and cleanliness. I love fish, caribou. They have those fish up there right? And the fjords. Like they're like a long sardine. What the hell are they? Mackerel? You know what's really cool about the Norwegians and the Finlands up there? They're men. They commit crimes. They get in fights or whatever. They don't punish the person the way we do. We're fucking horrific. Can you imagine being locked up for 23 hours a day in a cell because you had fucking battery and you fought someone or some shit or whatever the fuck happened? Like, it's so easy to get in trouble or to have something bad happen. Can you imagine the way they treat our people in our jail in this country? It's disgusting. 23 hours lockdown? How the fuck? Why would you do that to another human being? You know what I mean? So our whole judicial system's fucked up. But I've looked at Finland and Norway and all that up there. They try to rehabilitate you. They don't treat you like an animal. Certain economic situations and drugs and the way you were raised, it brings you into a bad situation. And our system just fucking sticks it right in your face and just treats you like shit. America's not the place to be incarcerated. You think fucking it's tough down in like Guatemala or Mexico or some shit? No. American jails are fucking horrendous. You got girls now in ICE custody it's been a year, has it not? They're pregnant now. The girls, you don't think they've been fucking abused? Men have been abused. So what do you think they're going to do to the girls? In our country, in our soil, in American soil. Don't get it twisted. This is happening. And you got a fucking president who's a pedophile and endorsing all this shit so that his fucking billionaire friends make more money off of their anguish. And you got him calling people scum. And he's a fucking pedophile. I mean, it is up is down, down is up, left is right, right is left. This is fucking nuts. America, let me just tell you, we got to fucking shut the economy down. Everybody should stay home. No one should go to work. No one should buy shit. Come when? I don't know, the 1st of August? No one can buy anything. No one should watch football. Everybody should tighten their belt and shut the economy down. That's all the other countries do. They got us all fighting over between each other. Divide and conquer, divide and conquer. It's not good. God, you got to give the hands to the military for even fucking tolerating Pete Hegseth's presence. How that guy still walks around with all his teeth, I have no idea. Really don't. Fucking arrogant prick. Committing crimes against humanity. We have to sever our ties with Israel yesterday. And we got to get this guy out of office. The 25th Amendment, 12th Amendment, whatever the amendment, 25th Amendment. He's dismantling everything. You got people up on standing behind him like a bunch of fucking misfits. You got Steve Miller standing up there with fucking Bessett, that doofy ass mother jerk off. Can't stand to see his mouth move. Oh yes, I do. We got nothing but a bunch of misfits in office. And Maggie, you better come around. Anyway, Diana Ramos says, the property is a brilliant idea. I've been saying the same thing for the last 5 years. We need to stick together and help grow our own food. I would love to be around 10, 15 people that I know, love, and trust. And I think I've met some on this platform. 40 acres in the hills of North Carolina. Everybody has their little spot. We'll figure it out. And you have a common pavilion, nicely made, strong. We can have a cellar with, you keep your fruits and vegetables, your wine, everything down there, cement on top, and then you come up and you're in a pavilion with a nice kitchen, big TV, very laid out very nicely, like a resort. Nice chair, woven chairs with pillows and cushion. Like, it'd be nice. Have a barbecue grill out there. Cook every day. We'll be out there. Nice big flat grill. Everybody has to eat their eggs and have breakfast. I'll make waffles. Diane Ramos, thank you for sharing what your, thank you for listening. Patricia Williamson says, Camp, shut the fuck up. That is funny. Yo, there has to be rules, man. In camp, I wouldn't want, everybody should be quiet after 9 p.m., yeah? We should know when someone's sick. Camp, shut the fuck up. That is some funny shit. Patricia Williamson, I love your sense of humor. Peppa says a cult. I don't mean a cult. Can you imagine? Listen, Aggie, Margie, everybody, everybody's going to get older. At one point, you're going to want to get rid of your shit and the noose around your neck, and you're going to want to downsize and be around people that really have your interests at heart. Who will take you to your doctor's visits at the end of your life? Who will be there and notify your family that you're declining, and they can come and everybody knows what the hell you want, where you want to be buried, what you want said about you, where you'd like to be placed, who you want around you at the end of your life. It's not about any cult or having control. It's about having a peace of mind that you're around people that you generally care about, and they know you. And you're not there with a lot. We all have the same shit. Everybody's gotten rid of most of their shit. And you have your we'll figure it out. You want a tiny house? You want a camper? Whatever. Who wants to be near who? How's this laid out? Who's this? It could be whatever. I don't know. But as we get older, I mean, you got to think about these things. I think. it's not if you're going to die. It's like when you're going to die. And how are you going to go out? My uncle used to call his funeral director every Christmas. You got everything in order for me? I'm going to be buried and blah. And here's what the funeral director told us at the funeral. My uncle died pretty much alone, living like Howard Hughes. How do you want to go out? You want to live like that? You want to be killing? My mom said this to me many years ago. She goes, Jared, Daddy and I were talking. We know that you'll be there for us. And I would not be, like, they know, your kids. Just promise me one thing. So what, Ma? Just promise me that when I get old, I'll be clean. And I don't want to be cold. It's a simple request. Anyway, I didn't expect to go down this path, but it's all healthy conversation. Life is short, and this fucking clown in office has wasted almost a decade of our lives. Fucking idiot from New York, some rich prick. I don't know. You got to ask yourself. So anyway, that's the whole concept of me, because when I don't have my mom here anymore, I'm by myself. And that's it. I mean, I don't want to be down in Panama and with a bunch of strangers. I would like to be in America and start something, because when I die, whatever funds that I have can go into maintaining this type of community where, you want to be around people that you know, that you love, and you trust. So that it could just continue. We could have we'd have board of directors. We could have something, it will just carry on. The people who were involved, perhaps their kids will continue the fight to have this type of thing. Keep it in the family, right? Who knows? Hopefully someday my kids will come around looking for me when I'm not around anymore, and they'll meet Titan's grandkids or kids. Who knows what can blossom from this? This. You go to those retirement communities. I've been down in Del Webb. They're very manicured, very nice, and they go to a certain point. But at one point, you get sick. You don't want to be around a bunch of new people all the time or whatever. It's just you want to slow down and not worry about things. Oh, Lord. I envision you live with like 10, 15 people, even 20 different, individuals are they're with somebody. 15 maybe, 20, I don't know. And everybody has a common interest in making sure that everybody is safe and their wishes are carried out. Like, who do you want to have your shit? Are you going to be cremated? Are you going to be buried? Who's going to handle that stuff? You guys will for me. And I would be there for you. Doctor's appointments, I'll probably be the youngest and strongest, or try to be. Drive people to their doctor's appointments, make sure they go to their physical, get their blah, 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 blah. You just watch out for everybody. Everybody's taking their meds. Everybody's cool. There's a lot of people that do this now, and they can't afford having, this is like a dream to have a property up in the mountains of North Carolina and spend your days up there, pretty view, safe, clean, stream coming through your property. What a great place to have the rest of your life. Some people are living in their fucking van in groups of 10, 15, 20, and they follow each other around the country, figure out where they're going to live and how they're going to live, week in, week out. That's what's happening in America. People can't afford to live. And they're trying to squeeze it. They're trying to squeeze us more and more. So anyway, I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm almost embarrassed to read because I've gone off on a tangent. I'm just waiting for people to go, Jerry, what the fuck's wrong with you? Oh, Peppadell says, I'd rather live on cruises. What was the Day After Tomorrow? One of those shows that the guy's father was on a cruise ship. He worked on there, and the wave took them out. Cruise ship is a closed environment, sweets. I mean, if you're on a cruise ship, you got, talk about if something happens bad, you're very vulnerable. I don't know. I'd rather be in the hills and mountains. I love it up there. I've been up there. Keen Pooh says, I live on top of a mountain in Sevierville, Tennessee. I am very happy with no neighbors. Yeah. I guess I'm just saying when you get over, I've been to Sevierville. I know where he's talking. I lived in Knoxville. I did hospice there. It's beautiful up there. Where Kepoach lives up in Sevierville, Tennessee, I almost ran off the road a few times because the view is so beautiful. The scenery is so amazing. If you're with 10 or 15 people that you care about on a 40-acre plot or whatever, and you have your own little community nicely done, it's like having no neighbors. It's just your friends are your family. So you have your family and the people that you care about in your area, and then there's everybody else. That's why it's 40 acres. I don't want people. I do not want to hear my neighbors. I don't want to hear dogs barking in the middle of the night and stuff unless there's an emergency. I don't know. It's fun to pipe dream. You can pipe dream all day. That's what's so funny. It doesn't cost any money to pipe dream, but the reality punches you in the face. It is a reality. Who's going to watch over you when you get older? Goldilocks says, move your community to Canada, and I'm in. Canada would probably give us a better break. Miss Diana says she just purchased a second home in Texas, plus a beach cottage in Galveston Island. I know where that is. Looking forward to the winter now, leaving the snow behind. See, people are transit. I love this. This is a good conversation. People are becoming more transit, and with the craziness going on in our country, honestly, it's natural to think, where else should we go? Mind you, the United States only represents 5% of the world's population. It's a big world out there. You got Cambodia, the Philippines, Albania, Panama, Colombia. There's a lot of places to consider. Google it. On YouTube, that's all I watch now. Where do people live to afford how they, and you should see how gorgeous it is in the Philippines, although there's a hurricane down there now. Something crazy is going on down there. I don't know, guys. It's fun to think and talk. It really makes you realize, this is what it makes me realize. Downsizing. All the bric-a-brac and shit I have, my Native Americans, my land, where do you put your stuff? If you downsize and consolidate and your monies are more liquid, you could travel more, I think, right? I don't know. It's fun to think about. But Galveston had a terrible hurricane there many, many years ago. That's why Glenn Campbell, Galveston, oh Galveston, I can hear your people crying. It was a terrible, terrible hurricane in Galveston. It's on the Gulf of Mexico. Patricia Williams says, God bless me. God bless you. Oh, tight. I would love to come down and meet your family in Cape Coral. I didn't mean to get choked up before, but it's true. My mom said, Jared, could you just do me a favor for Daddy and I? Please just make sure that we're always clean and we're never cold. I mean, it broke my heart. I just, I love them. tight. And Jeff, thanks for being so kind, man. Tish Lee says, it's a great idea, Jerry. Thank you, Tish. Tish, I needed to hear that. It's like, Jerry, what the fuck's wrong with him? We're not going to live on that. Patricia Williamson. Thank you. Patricia Williamson said, because some people just listen to me, I heard. I didn't know that people will just listen to me. Which makes sense because I don't shut up, so they might as well go fucking fold their laundry. So I might as well read everybody's comments, is what I'm learning. Patricia Williamson said, oh, Jerry, you're making me cry. You won't be alone. You have us, kiddo. Hans Renson said, that is very modern here in Denmark. Elderly people moving in with each other in a large house or community. We live longer nowadays. What? That is awesome. Hans, I appreciate your input so much. Dang. See how far advanced and how basic people are in other countries? We make things so convoluted and so people make money off our anguish and our system's shit. Hans is saying that that's a common thing for people to get together, get a large home, and you're around people that know you and love you and trust you. And you know them, you love them, and trust them. That's a big deal. Not everything you cannot have all three all the time. You can love someone, you just don't trust them. Now that I know that as a robin, that gives me a lot of comfort. Because they always make a nest outside my door. In fact, there she is now. I'll show you the nest. So that's the robin singing, huh? Good, I'm glad I know it. Oh, well, I did everything I needed to today. I filled my bird feeders. Like, you're retired when you have nothing to do. My laundry's all caught up. I really should vacuum my room. I'm going to vacuum my room and mop my bathroom. I'm going to clean my bathroom today. It's Friday, right? Today or tomorrow. Saturday morning's a day my mom always had us hitting the ground running. Right after we had breakfast, we were doing chores. I was doing chores anyway. I used to vacuum for my mom, dust for my mom. I always cleaned the bathrooms. My job was the bathroom. I was the bathroom cleaner. I can clean a bathroom. I'm telling you right now. Which is a little boy, let me tell you something. It's not a bad thing. Your mom shows you how to clean a bathroom correctly. You have some confidence. At least at least at 8 years old, you have a skill set. God forbid you had to go out on the world on your own. What are you good at? Well, my mom taught me how to clean bathrooms. You're hired. Like, yeah. Thanks, Mom. I mean, I can clean a bathroom, and it's not rocket science. You just got to you know what to do. Some people don't know how to clean. I've seen them. I'm like, fuck you doing? There's a way to do things. Hans, thank you for sharing that, though, man. That is awesome. I'm going to read what Hans said again. This is a guy from the Netherlands, and we're talking about getting older. And he says, it is very modern here in Denmark. Elderly people moving in with each other in a large house or community. We live longer nowadays. Why do you want to go into assisted living? You don't know anybody. They don't know you. It's a roll of the dice whether or not they're nice people or not. Chances are they're very sad if that's where their families had placed them, and they're there. They don't want to be there. I mean, those places are very unhappy. They can be. So Hans is telling us he's from Denmark, and he's saying they're modern in Denmark. The elderly people are moving in with each other in a large house or community, and they're living longer these days. If you're surrounded with people that genuinely care about you and you have a good relationship with them and you care about them, talk about having an incentive to keep living. Because you got 10 or 15 other people getting old like you are. You want to be there for them. You want to probably be a little bit better to yourself so you can be there for them. Something we all lose along the way when we don't have our kids. We're not there's no one in our life. At least you go around with people and grow older with people that are going through the same shit you're going through, and you all become friends. There's a cute movie on TV with Ted Danson. He's called The Inside Guy or something like that. It has episodes. I like Ted Danson. He's a good guy. Anyway, he's getting older, and it's a nice cast. Google it. It shows you how relationships and assisted livings and all that can unfold. And it's well written. It's a cute little. It's funny. Ted Danson, The Inside Guy, whatever. Please Google that. I think you would like it. Oh, thank you, Goldilocks. You're a sweetheart. Can you put a brother in charge? You can be in charge, Tish. Tish, we can form a group. We can vote on things. I don't care. We have a council. We're all friends. We'll figure it out. We got Margie, Jackie. They'll figure shit out for us. We'll be like, listen, this is the rules. Aggie, Margie, Jackie. They'll get together with Gail Ann and Leanne or whatever. Everybody will figure stuff out. Whatever. Everybody will talk. Is there a guy? Ken, fortunately, my sister won the state lottery, so she set me up pretty good. Now, Peppa says, Ken, are you looking for somebody? A senior community, yes. Patricia Williamson says, I changed my name because every time I made a friend or met someone, as soon as they would find out who my family was, they would run for the hills. I hope you guys can hear the birds. It's very pleasant right now. I'm going to shut up for just a second because I don't stop talking. No, I'm reading what you guys have shared, and I'm going to continue panning up and doing that. Let me just go for a little walk. Yo, what's up, fellas? Yo, Duck, are you still mad at me? Oh, man, come on. All right, cool. We're straight. There you go. Oh, Lord. You believe we're a third of the way through July already? It's July 10th, right? Jeez. All right, I'm ready to bite into this peach. I'm not getting off because I don't have any place to go. You guys can go do what you want. I'm just hanging out here in the pool. This is my summer. This is how I roll. It's not hot enough for me right now. It feels very pleasant though, very cool. There's a little breeze. Boop, 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 boop. It's like 88 degrees. Winds from the northwest. Sun's in the east. Rising up. All right, I panned up. You guys were talking about when I was there, talking about the thing. Definitely barbecues. We'll cook for each other. Lisa Mack is sharing. Sadly, people in this country are too self-centered to do that type of strike. Will only act if they're seriously adversely affected, and many are too busy just trying to survive. See, I forgot where I go off on tangents, and I did say that. America. This guy has fired everybody that it seems could do anything to stand up against him. We the people have to shut this shit down. No one wants Trump around. No one wants him in office, do you? Hell no, right? Do you realize now Kamala has to come back? She won the election. Do you accept that? Good. Crawl back under your rocks, Republicans. Shut your mouth. Kamala has to return. Apologize to someone. He needs to return. And this family needs to be arrested. Crime after crime after crime. Jesus, we go through all the problem of electing an elected official. He doesn't even give a shit about his own safety. Somebody finally in the Air Force said, look, we can't provide the same protection in this aircraft. How we got away with it the first time, yeah, it was a trial. They went, what the fuck? This is not good. I mean, we cannot not have a president. Talk about having our nation vulnerable. But he's such an asshole and so fucking stupid, he was willing to go on an aircraft that didn't provide him the same protection that he had. We had to say no, just like we have to do. Listen, you can't use that plane. Go ahead, use it as a tourist attraction, you dumbass. You can't use the plane, and now we're telling you, you gotta go. You're done. We need 10,000 people marching on in Newark to shut that facility down. Americans needs to rise up. Everybody needs to pull their belts tight and don't go to work. Don't do anything. Figure it out with your family how you could really cut back and don't do shit. Shut the economy down. That's what every other nation does, not us in America, because we're all bitching about shit to each other. We're all divided. All the fucking propaganda. That's why they control the media, to set us off and to keep us divided. That's what's happening in the United States. Our quality of life is shit. And there are people on here who disagree with me, and they'll say, Jerry, you're going to lose a lot of people because people love America. Listen, no, I love America. You know where my heart is. I'm just saying. We don't have a great quality of life here. Not as good as we could. This clown is destroying, killing people around the world, causing our military members. There's a lot more deaths than they're talking about. 18 dead. I'm like, are you shitting me? The whole base was fucking exploded, and even on a ship. You're telling me there was damage on this naval vessel, a huge explosion but there were no injuries? There was no deaths, just a few injuries? Come on. They're lying right to our faces. Anyway, I agree with Lisa Mack. Lisa Mack says again, sadly, people in this country are too self-centered to do that type of strike. They'll only act if they're seriously adversely affected, and many are too busy just trying to survive. I get it. Not everybody has the luxury of just cutting back. Well, you do. Everybody can cut back. But yeah, what does it take for us to be locked up? And we're in Newark in Delaney Hall, where they're abusing these fucking guys are in their heyday. They're not the best of the best of the best. Become an ICE agent. We have to go after these people when Trump is gone. These ICE agents have to be held accountable and go away, be put away. Jared Kushner's father, the ambassador of France, that asshole, he needs to be rearrested and put away. Steve Bannon, Steve Miller, they're all trying to figure out how they can continue to dismantle the system so they can do what they want. So we got to hold on to hope. Hope. This is going to end. Let's keep each other motivated. Let's stay healthy. Let's stay optimistic. Let's eat more peaches. That's why I come on board with you guys. It's a crazy world right now. I need you as much as you need me. I need you more. Anyway, I agree with Lisa Mack. Patricia Williamson says the police used to call my family the Sopranos. That's funny. Lisa Mack's back from a walk. Okay, Lisa Mack, we're talking about getting old and starting a community. And then someone, Hans from Denmark, from Norway, he came on and he said, yeah, well, that's what they do in Norway. Older people will get together and they put their resources together. See, that's what's so smart. They're putting their own resources together to buy a home that they own, that they're part of, that they can leave to their grandchildren or have anything drawn up however they want. Our country, everybody goes into these assisted livings and skilled nursing communities, never to be seen again, and die without their families around. Their families, they're over there. They're being taken care of. It's very lonely for them. And they have to sign off their house. They sign over everything to the assisted living or the skilled nursing community, the nursing home. And a lot of these nursing homes are being purchased by a large amount in New Jersey by the acidic population. It's a good business model. I'm not knocking it. I mean, that's a good place to put your money, but that's working. It's that they're investing in these places and they own them. So there's a lot of money involved in our country because people don't have the wherewithal or the smarts or the basic common sense to go, hey, listen, I need a few good friends to go in to do something together. Everybody's on their own in America. Everybody's rogue. And in Denmark, what he shared in Norway is people actually talk like we're talking. And you establish your group, your gang. As we get old, do you guys want to invest in some place? I'm looking at 40 acres in the hills of North Carolina. Could very well be a mansion in Massachusetts. I'm just saying, you want to be around people that you know, that you love, and you trust. And Hans, he confirmed my thoughts. He said, that's what we do in Norway. People are living a longer life, so they get together with their friends and they figure something out. It's smart. I mean, let's look at it. Elderly care is a business in America, is it not? Just like McDonald's. There's Brookdales and Care Ones and Horizons and New Horizons and this and that. And there's a lot. It's a business. It's a business. Taking care of the elderly in our country is a business. So this is I panned up as far as I should, I think. Vietnam, we're talking about where to live. Jerry says, Jerry, is your phone right? It is. I'm going to get off. I've been on for 2 hours and 17 minutes. Margie has to go. Margie feels she has to continue to protect. But I don't think we're getting a lot of bad remarks, Margie, are we? Are people being mean? Jerry, people are always being mean. Margie, I gotta let her go. I'm gonna get off. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do today. I should get dressed and go to farmer's market. I'll bring you guys with me. Joe Ma is here. He's my buddy in United Kingdom. He says, hi, Jerry. I live in one of London's biggest boroughs called the Barnet. Its population is 550,000. And that's one of many boroughs. Living here is just as expensive as living in Bel Air or California. Nice. I bet there's not a lot of crime there. I mean, usually the nice places like that don't have crime. Kerpooch said, yes, very close to Knoxville. I was in Knoxville, Kerpooch. I was a patient care manager for hospice there, and I had been in your hills and valleys, and I have taken care of people dying in your state. But it is beautiful. It is beautiful. Tennessee is gorgeous. North Carolina is beautiful. But Tennessee is too Republican for me. Damn, Patricia Williamson is a gangster. She says, no neighbors means you can shoot your guns freely and no one calls the police. Margie, sweetheart, go do what you got to do. I'm going to get off in a few minutes, honey. I don't think anyone's. I don't see it. Are there a lot of things being blocked? Nah, everybody's fine. Everybody's fine, Margie. There's nothing but love. We have 33 people on with us right now. The same age Jesus was when he was crucified. God bless. We are good. Hans says, my eldest son moved in with me when I became ill. He is taking care of me now. I don't know what I would do without him. He knows what to do when I die. Oh, it's Hannah. Hannah's a female. That is so cute, Hannah. Same situation with my mom and I. Same situation with mom and I. What's your son's name? You gotta... Everybody's off. All right, listen, I got to go say hi to my mom anyway. You guys say goodbye to each other. Bye, Margie. Love you. Keep safe, guys. We're on for 2 hours, 20 minutes, and 30 seconds. 2 hours, 20 minutes, and 30 seconds. It's been a nice morning. We did a little exercises. We bullshitted. I don't like to leave you guys. I really don't. We have 43 people on. I don't want to leave you. I don't know. Ooh, the birds are flying right over me. I could go on YouTube. I got to do a video. I haven't done a video in forever. I don't even know what the hell to say anymore. It's so crazy. Yeah, so Trump was such an idiot. We had to tell him, no. That's what he needs to hear. No. Well, I wanted to... No, you can't. I mean, so many laws have been broken. You guys got to hope. We have to hope that the good people in the depths of our government, wherever they freaking are going to rise up. Are they just waiting for the net to get so big? Like, the net is huge. We know who all the naughty people are. There's a lot of bad. These AI centers, we got to, that has to be monitored and shut down or some shit. The whole Alcatraz is being popped up. We got to release those people and put the bad ones behind bars. The Kushners, they're all belong in jail. All right. You guys are all going. Thor? Is Thor on here? His name is Thor. That's awesome. Oh my God. Well, I'm friends with Thor is my new friend. I can actually say that I have a friend named Thor. Oh my God. Jerry, you're delusional. What the hell's wrong with you? I suppose you know Spider-Man 2? Thor. Man. All right, we're picking football team now. Who are you going to pick? I'll take Jerry and I'll take Thor. That is awesome. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye, Hannah. Been nice being with you, too. Hannah's. I have a granddaughter named Freya. And a grandson named Odin. That is awesome. Odin. Odin is a Viking god. Odin. Do you remember that? The Burt Lancaster? That was a Burt Lancaster. It was Kirk Douglas. He played a Viking. He was a well-shaven, square-jawed Viking, wasn't he? Anyway, Ernest Borgnine played Kirk Douglas's dad, and they were Vikings. If you ever want to look up a movie with Kirk Douglas and Ernest Borgnine and put Vikings, you'll see the movie that I'm just talking about. I'm sure Titan Brew knows it. And this old lady, they want to kill these two people. So the Vikings used to stick you in the surf and wait for high tide to come in, and you'd be tied to a pole, and you would either drown or the crabs would eat you, right? So you either had crabs eating at you, picking away at your skin, and you would die. So this old lady, she was like a soothsayer, whatever you want to call it, a shaman. And she said she started calling out to the Viking god Odin. Somehow, what she said, she wanted the winds to come in and blow the surf so the people would not drown and the crabs would not eat them. She goes, Odin, Odin. Remember that? I know. Jeff remembers it. This is one of my friends. His name is Orca. He's a ham. It's 2:25. I am going to stay on for another 5 minutes, just so I can say stayed on for 2 hours and 30 minutes. I'm hoping our community continues to grow. Jackie's trying to help me get my situation straight with TikTok so I can sell some stuff on TikTok and make some money. I don't know if there's any money to be made on YouTube, but I'm partial to YouTube. Our community is growing, and I don't know if I could sell things or not. I mean, I know how to sell things, but I got to talk to Jackie about that. Does YouTube have that program too? You do a commercial or something? Because I've been talking about copper. Jackie said I should just order my own copper cups and sell them. But I don't want to make a profit off you guys, but I would like to make a profit off everybody else. No, you got to buy them in bulk. If I buy I think the investment was $2,000. If I buy $2,000 worth of copper cups, I can sell them to you guys at a reasonable price. But then I got to mail them and stuff, and I'm lazy. No, I'm not. I'm not lazy, but I got to keep. It's something you got to keep up on. You just can't accept people's money and not. You got to have a system. So I'll figure it out. Margie said, just leave the squirrels alone, Jerry. Tracy, keep an eye on Jerry for me. Margie, I love you, Margie. Thank you for being my friend. Margie is like the North Star. She's very loyal and kind and good, and she embraced our friendship and our community, and she watches out for us, man. She is my moderator. I have a few moderators. I'm blessed to have a few friends that would like to block stuff that's being said, but there's a lot of weirdos out there. A lot of hateful people, too. And they protect us. Wow, it's not that hot out. Is it going to be hot this week? I don't know. I got to look at it. Oh, who's going through a heat wave right now? The United Kingdom, right? Isn't it really hot in London? Or in England, right? Anyway, Margie had to leave. She's only been with me for 2.5 hours. She puts a lot of time into making sure that we are okay. I don't know how she puts up my shit. She's just a good person. Thor and Mark, after a god and a king that can't get better than that. That is awesome. Very cool, Hannah. Tish Lee is saying, everybody have a nice day. Tracy Von Brock concurs. Richard Grun saying, bye, Jerry. Bye, Richard. And everyone. God bless you, Richard. Tracy saying some cool t-shirts. Cool, Jerry. What t-shirts? We could make cool t-shirts. Odin is the king of the gods. Freya is our fertility god and wife of Thor. Freya, right? I know Freya. I've seen Freya. That was the name on The Last Kingdom. I love that. My dad and I watched that every episode. We were all back in that time. I wish my dad was around when 1883 came out. He would have liked that. But The Last Kingdom, that's the last thing my father and I really watched together. And it was all about Vikings. Uhtred, his name was Uhtred. Uhtred of Bedingborough. And he had Viking heritage and English heritage. But there was one of his wives' name was Freya. So, anyway, Han is saying, Odin is the king of the gods. All of them. Freya is our fertility god and the wife of Thor. Now, Thor is our thunder god. Cool. And Loki is Thor's brother. Loki in The Last Kingdom is a character. He's a funny dude. He's like a medicine man. He's cool. Stacy Stoltz is joining. She's saying, my father is sick. Time live going to see him today. Stacy, I'm glad you're telling us. Wait, this is for Stacy's dad. Sending him good thoughts and energy to Stacy. Stacy, stay healthy yourself, sweetheart. Don't get sick yourself. You got to stay. It's easy to get run in, run down. Stacy Stoltz and her dad. Stacy Stoltz's dad is not doing well. See, we talk on this platform. When you're in your 60s, it could be a difficult thing. My kids are all away. They're doing their own thing. That's my life. That's what's happened in my life. My mom and dad have always been close to. My mom is still here. So my mom is my responsibility. But can you imagine for people like Titan Brew, Jeff, he has a mom. She just had a hip replacement. She's older. She's in her 80s. Then he has kids, and then he has grandkids. I'm just saying, things are blessings, but listen, it's a responsibility. God bless them, right? Do you know what I'm saying? You can become overwhelmed. You got to have a nice balance. It sounds like, most of you guys, that's all you guys do. You're surviving so well. But, I suppose if you didn't have the economic means, if you're, right? Everybody has different financial situations, everything, different demands. Can you imagine having struggle as to see your parents get older? Like, thank God my dad took good care of my mom. I can't imagine, it would be very difficult and a huge responsibility. So I give you guys a lot of credit. We have a lot of good people on this platform that make sure their families are good. Jackie, she does it. Everybody. Hans says Europe is going through a heat wave at the moment and is very hot and humid. Ugh. You got to go underground. They got subway systems over there, right? You got to go in the basement. The basement of the basement of the basement. You got to go down. Downtown at Chinatown. Just cool. Don't be a fool. Don't follow anyone else's rule. Put on your suit and hop in the pool. But always follow the golden rule. And don't be a tool. Oh, you can design some cool Oh, Tracy Von Brown. You're so... Thank you, Tracy. She's, I didn't know that's what you're talking about. Thank you for having faith in me that you think I would be able to design some t-shirts. That in itself is cool. I just kind of think less is more, perhaps a Celtic type of thing. I like dragons. Well, back then, England was Danish, too. Newt the Great was Danish. He was the first king of England. Newt. Yeah, I've heard that name as well. I love history, and any history, like, it's not American history. I love world history. Tracy says, I do caretaking for some amazing people. It's my jam and a blessing. I know the satisfaction of being a caregiver, so I completely respect and appreciate that. It's an honor to care for people if you do it correctly. Other people should not be in the business of caregiving. Some people are good, some people are not. You either have that type of heart or you don't. Oh, I told you what I tell nursing students when I come across them. I tell them 2 major rules in becoming a nurse and being a nurse. Congratulations, you're about to become nurses. 2 rules of thumb. Don't bitch. You're a nurse. Your job is not to be a whiner. You don't. You're a problem solver. So never be a whiner. Never be a complainer. Be the person that people come to for advice, and stay cool and don't ever complain. That's not in your repertoire. And the second thing is, take your time. You didn't become a caregiver to rush people and make them feel like shit. Don't ever make a patient feel rushed. Can you imagine? No matter what you do. Cardiogram, blood draw, you're going to put socks on them, help them with their sweater, but I don't give a shit what you're doing to a patient. Don't ever rush them because you got something to do. Imagine someone caring for you and they make you feel like rushed, like you're a nuisance. It's terrible. First rule of medicine is what? First rule of medicine. Primum non nocere. First, no harm. That's the first rule. If you don't know what to say, don't say anything. If you don't know how to touch someone, leave your hands off them. Who the hell are you to touch anybody? I was amazed. I saw EMS pick up somebody recently. I think it was in New York. There was a fight or some shit, or something went out of hand. They just grabbed the person from under the knees. It couldn't have been New York. It had to be another country. And they picked him up from under the arms, and they put him on the stretcher. It's like, oh my God. When you see someone lying on the ground, you don't want to cause them any more problems. You're supposed to isolate their neck, put them on a backboard, strap them in. You know what I mean? Like, keep them safe, right? You don't just grab them like they're a fucking bale of hay and throw them in the fucking chair. They could have a broken neck. Thus, talking with Hannah backed me up, having a community of people that you do things correctly is important. A lot of bad things happen in those communities. You know what I mean? I don't know. I've gone on too long. All right. I'm going to wait till 2:39. I have 45 seconds and I'm going to say goodbye. The agency shouldn't rush, so we can continue having conversations. I'm not in any rush. The agency shouldn't rush the nurses either. They do. I know, it's crazy. Aggie's daughter is a nurse in New York, and she works in pediatric oncology. How cool. When you're doing home care, imagine you got to go, they have a point system. You want to get 6 points a day. And like an admission counts for like 2.5 points. Should count for fucking 4 points. But it's an admission is an admission. It takes time to do a good admission. An admission can take 2 hours. I got to look at them from foot to toe, head to toe. That's a good admission. You got to go through every medication. You got to make sure all your paperwork and all that shit is done because it's a pain in the ass. But people will go through the visit, take notes, and wait to go home and do their paperwork, and then spend 3 hours at home doing paperwork after seeing patients all day. It's fucking crazy. Being a medical, it's nuts. Labor unions always abuse the nurses. Nurses, it's a terrible thing. Not many nurses retire having been at the same hospital for 25 years to receive a pension, right? You're going to switch hospitals, you're going to switch states, you're going from here to there. There's no pension system for nurses. It's messed up. There should be a national nurses association that you can join, like you do the Moose or the Elks, and you could put money into having a retirement. It's nuts. It's nuts. God bless your family members for being nurses. I'm going to eat my peach. Oh my God. Peaches are the best, are they not? Oh my God. When I had the tumor taken out of my neck, that's what it looked like. If you see the pictures. This is something you do not want to swallow. Can you imagine? Look at that point. On the tip of that. Ouch. Looks like an alien spacecraft coming into orbit. The sun is starting to hit my big forehead. I got to go inside soon. Ah! Tracy Von Brock sharing, my mom was a home health nurse, always doing paperwork at home. Yeah, it's not right. It's not right. The nurses have a terrible responsibility to who? These fucking insurance companies, and they ask you the same question 3 times, but in different ways to see if they're really getting a clear picture. It's fucking ludicrous, the amount of paperwork that nurses have to do. It's bullshit. 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 I tell people, you don't want to become a nurse? It's a pain in the ass. I love caring for people, but the paperwork involved in some of the, oh my God, it's so outlandish. But you stay doing it because you like doing what you do. I was a good home care nurse. When I left hospice to do that, I like being at people's homes at 8 a.m. if they let me. Because most older people get up early anyway. I was in Florida doing home care. Jeff says, all of the nurses and technicians present when I had my implant done were fantastic. Oh my God. I know. When I go, I'm so impressed with how the nurses are. I always thank them for being there. Even the doctor's office. When I went for my physical, 333 pounds. Oh, shut up. And I got, went over all my stuff. The girl, the discharged woman, she was a sweetheart. She was like very patient with me. I said, listen, there's a few things I have to do. I got to follow up my left hip. I got to get an injection on my left hip. I haven't followed up with the cancer for 2 years. I had tumor taken out 3 years. I haven't followed up with that. What's the third thing? Oh, my dermatologist, and then what the fuck else? Anyway, she made sure I got everything I needed to make the appointments I needed. Oh, and my GI doctor, I had to schedule a colonoscopy. So colonoscopy, hip, skin, and cancer. You got to follow up with that stuff. You know, if you don't do it for yourself, you know, you're not doing anybody any justice. You know, I want to be here for my mom, but then I'm not going to follow up my own health. That's not good. Put this in the shade. We're back in the shade. Do you believe we still have 30 people on? Which is so freaking cool. So if you just, you know, I'm in the pool. This is my place. I could easily be an hippopotamus or an alligator. Either or. They dwell in the same setting. Am I right? Am I right? Alligators and hippos live right near each other. They might as well become friends. They're not friends though. Oh Lord. I'm gonna call Christy later and say, Christy, if I plant this, can I grow my own peaches? Like that's, you know, it all starts from this, correct? I believe there's a seed in here. We got to Google that. How can we grow? There was a glitch there just then. I don't know what that was. Oh, do some kettlebell. This is only 15 pounds, but I'm going to just talk. I saw this exercise. If you just twirl it around your body like this, it helps your shoulders become more flexible, and you wind up having to tighten your core because I'm heavy and I've got a belly. So doing this, it makes you tighten up your core and you don't really realize you're doing it. So I'm going to do 15 of these one way and 15 the other. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I hope everybody's having a nice Friday, man. This is how the summers go. If you guys just want to hang out, come and go as you please. I spend my summers in the pool. Because I'm fair-skinned and I don't want to get sunburned, I don't stay outside after noon. So my days are really now. This is my day. All right, that was 15. Now we're going to go the other direction. 15 pounds, very light. You guys can get lighter if you want. 5 pounds, 10 pounds. This is 15. You get 20, 25 pounds. I don't think that's necessary, but to each his own. So yeah, just going like this helps your balance. Your shoulders feel good. I feel my stomach tightening up a little bit. I feel like I'm a Harlem Globetrotter. Do 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 do. Oh shit! I dropped it. I dropped the ball. Ah, so much for being a Harlem Globetrotter. All right, what direction? Dun 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 dun. It's my bathing suit getting in the way. It's a little. There. Anyway, I think I'm going to check in a little while. We're down to 18 people, so everybody said goodbye earlier. I wanted to talk about, I wanted to answer some questions that people had, I wanted to answer what people were saying. That was nice. Not often do the nurses have a time. Jeff, you're in a rural area. If you're down in Cape Coral, Florida, and the nurses down there have time to get a card and sign it, there's two things at play here. You're just a good guy, and you really are. And they're a nice staff. That rarely happens. The staff don't have time to sign a card and do that kind of stuff. So that is freaking awesome. And I would attribute that to your good nature and the fact that Cape Coral probably isn't the most bustling metropolis down there. I don't know. Maybe they have, I mean, they're just, the way they handle their patients is very sweet and kind. That's a great protocol. Rarely will you find that here in New Jersey, that the nurses all got together. You were our patient. We just loved having you. And we all signed this card. God bless you and Godspeed. That's the sweetest thing ever. I don't really ever hear that happening. So kudos to you, my friend. That just shows that what a good guy you are. You left an impression on them. Oh. Thor, Mark, Odin, Freya. My name will be Gerard. All right. I think I stayed out of my mom's hair long enough. I think she's probably ready to see me at one point today. So I'm going to get ready and go see my mom. This is my little girl pack. You put your little things in it. I'll leave my bell out here because I'm going to bring it with me in case I use the bell downstairs. So there's your, do you guys do that? I'm in the poolside. You have a lot of shit, put it in a big plastic bag. You know, when you go to the beach, don't you put your stuff like in a Ziploc? Always. Oh, well, I'll give you guys tips on how to do things. Can anybody please tell me what time it is? I agree with what Stacy Stoltz is saying. That was very sweet, Stacy. I heard Massachusetts had good health care. Brad Adore One. Brad Adore One. Talking shit. That's funny. That's okay. That's all right. Quit bitching. Oh my God. Quit bitching. You know, guys talk a lot of shit. You know, when you're a nurse and you've given care to someone all day and you've taken notes on your visit and you've given their medications and you've reviewed all their medications, and people don't realize when you're with a patient, you got to follow up. I'm the one that calls the pharmacy. I'm the one that calls the doctor. I'm the one that calls their family member. Who the hell else is going to do it? And people say, oh, stop bitching. Fuck you. You have no idea what it'd like to be a nurse. My God. See, that's why they block these comments. So other men who talk shit should just shut the hell up. You have no idea what it entails to care for someone and have the responsibility and all that goes with it on your shoulders. Ordering supplies for that patient, making sure that the wound cares are done properly, making sure their medications are done correctly, making sure there's no skin integrity issues, making sure every time, it goes on and on and on. So if you don't know what it's like to be a nurse, you really should not talk shit. But everybody else is saying nice things, but some people are talking smack. Anyway, that's why I have moderators and I should not read the comments from assholes. So, listen, I'm going to get off. I'm out for 2 hours, 50. All right, might as well stay on for freaking 6 more minutes for 3 hours even. We're at 33 people. That's fine. I got to see how I can monetize YouTube. Can you monetize YouTube the way you monetize TikTok? Can you sell things on YouTube the way they sell things on TikTok? I gotta look into that, because I'm gonna spend 3 hours on it live and make it grow. Maybe we could do some selling stuff and promote something. I like to promote sunscreen, drinking out of copper. What else? Headlamps, lanterns. I like that kind of stuff. YouTube doesn't do as much advertising as TikTok. They really should. I don't know why they don't. I don't know why they don't. So, it's nice being part of a team. I miss being in the ER. The longest time I spent in any one place is when I was in the ER. I was in there for 6 years. And I remember the first 3 years were bliss. I worked with some great men who were RNs, and the nurses, the females, were just amazing women. And I loved it. And they really embraced me. I was a flight medic in the Air Force, and here I was working in a civilian ER. And we just had a great team. I loved the doctors. I could still see everybody's faces, you know? It's nice being part of a medical team. That is a nice thing I miss. Then you go out on your own. You got to become a manager. You got to be a unit manager. You got to work your way up to become an assistant director of nursing. Then you become a director of nursing. Certain situations, you might become a patient care manager. So you got a staff to manage. You got to make sure everybody's, rocking and rolling and everybody's on the same page and all that other good stuff. Being a nurse is a wonderful thing. It's a lot of responsibility. And the whole thing is, when you're doing home care, you're on your own. You see things that you're like, what? And you're doing your proper assessments. You're making a lot of phone calls, and then there's a lot of documentation. It's like a lot of documentation. So the people that design those forms, ICD-9 code stuff, they need to be smacked. The insurance companies, the amount of paperwork is very it's involved. Do they walk between 8 and 14 feet or 14 and 25 feet? Do they need assistance during that 25 feet? Were they able to sit down alone? Did they stand up alone? Did they need assistance? What was that? Well, it's like, and then they'll ask you the same question, but it gets your head spinning. It's not enough that you just cared for the patient, changed their wounds, made you did your diagnosis, your heart, lung, listen, medication administration, is there any changes? Call the pharmacy, blah, blah, blah. Then you got to document everything. I tell people that want to go become a nurse, I tell them, you know what? Think twice, because being a nurse is it's very demanding. You might want to consider becoming an x-ray technician. They're, to me, have always been the happiest people in the hospital. Some of the sweetest women I've ever met were x-ray technicians. You got one patient at a time. You're in control. You know what you're doing. You're very knowledgeable about anatomy and physiology because you got to position them correctly to get the proper x-ray. You got to have people skills. You got to know what you're doing with the x-ray, all that basic stuff, but it's important. And everybody loves you. The doctor's happy you did your job right. The nurses is grateful you took the patient away for half an hour. The patient's happy because you were very nice to them. It's a very nice life. You just hope you don't get zapped with too much radiation so it causes you issues as you get older. Anyway, I'm going to get out of the pool. 2 hours, 58 minutes, and 24 seconds. I have 1 minute and I have 1.5 minutes left. And I'm grateful for you guys for hanging out with me in the morning. It's very nice. I'll probably come on this afternoon on TikTok just to see. I go on TikTok to invite people to go from TikTok to YouTube to come on with us. So I asked them, hey guys, I'm coming on TikTok for a bit, but come back over to YouTube with us. All right. Listen, you guys have a great afternoon. I love you. Jeff, you're so freaking awesome. I didn't know Jeff is still here with me, man. He goes, Jerry, I'm certainly no expert on YouTube protocol, but you should have enough subscribers and enough hours of content to be monetized. I think so too, Jeff. I'm going to look into it. Jeff, thank you for your friendship. You're such a good guy. Trish, I love you. Thank you for sharing your smile, sweetheart. Tish Lee, you just got bit by a huge bug. I felt like something. Nothing. No, that is a scab I have to have looked at. Did I get bit by a bug? Jesus. Mills saying goodbye, Hans. It's okay, so it's 15. Hannes says it's 15:53 in Denmark. So I think they're 6 hours ahead of us. So what time does that make it here? It can't be 9. Is it 10 a.m. already? 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. What time is it here? I've been on for 3 hours, so that means I came on at 7. It's 10 p.m. All right, so it's 10 p.m. Aggie's so sweet. It's 9:53. I'll see you guys later. Mom's bringing me out something. I'm not. I'm going to show you what my mom just brought me out.
Sausage and peppers?
Yeah. My mom just made me some food.
There's one hot and one sweet.
Oh, thank you, Cindy.
Yeah. It's supposed to be less humid tomorrow.
Okay. Yo, I'm going to eat this up. I'm going to bring it down into like an alligator. I'm going to bring this down into my area. Like, when the alligator grabs a wildebeest, it brings it under the water. Nice. Oh. Oh. 28 people here seeing how spoiled I am that my mom brought me out some food. That's how she is. It's 10 a.m. I haven't eaten breakfast, but my mom brought me out some pickles, some peppers in a roll with some sausage. So I'm gonna eat my sausage sandwich. If you guys want to stay, I'm not going anywhere. Like this. Gonna break the sausage in half. Spread the peppers out on each one. I'll show you what I make with this. And then this becomes this, and this becomes that. My mom promised me this yesterday. She didn't promise. She goes, Jared, I'm going to make peppers and onions. She didn't. She was tired when she came home from farmer's market, and I get it. So I didn't say anything. But here, she gave me 2 sandwiches, 1 sweet peppers, 1's hot peppers. Good mom, right? What a good mom. I love sausages. I love beans. I could live in England. They eat beans in the morning. I'm going to eat some. I'm going to wipe my fingers off. I'm going to start reading what you have to say. Mom's full of surprises. This is smart. You really only need half a roll. She knows I don't want to, I'm too heavy, so I shouldn't eat a lot of bread, but little peppers and onions on a little half a roll. You know what I mean? One of Jeff's favorites too. Sausage, pepper, and onion. Is Sarah Bob here? Guys, I'm going to let you go. I feel terrible that I'm not. I'll talk to you guys. I'll talk to you this afternoon. All right?